sorry I'm a little late.
Oh yeah, yeah. That, you know, it's okay. I've been waiting here a while, but the weather's great. It's raining, so what else can I expect? But I do appreciate you taking the time. My name's Eric. I'm with Maroon Networks, and I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about. I'm going to give you an introduction on what wireless looks like and where it's going and where it's been, and just kind of give you an introductory to kind of what's going on in the world. And I'm sure you're a very smart guy, and you know all this stuff, but if it's okay with you, I'd maybe take 10 to 15 minutes and just kind of go over a quick little blurb and just kind of give you a history.
Let me just tell my secretary to keep 20 off my. I was late.
No problem.
Okay. Yeah, we got 20 minutes.
Okay, very good. So, 212B. Coincidentally, was my hotel room last night, but that's not the topic. But I'll get back to that in a second. So, I don't know if you noticed that, like in today's world, I mean, people just want their Wi-Fi to work. You agree?
Yeah.
I mean, they're at home, their Wi-Fi works great. They come to work, they go to a stadium or a hotel, and it doesn't work. And they just don't understand, why is my wireless not working like it does at home? I mean, do you agree with that? So more and more people...
Well, so our customers, like when you're a brewery, right, I mean, our pubs, we're actually getting people complaining we don't have Wi-Fi.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
We're selling beer. Why are they complaining about Wi-Fi?
So the number of users on your network is going up, and their complaints are going up. They're complaining about, like I said, like you said, they don't understand why their Wi-Fi doesn't work. They don't understand. They go to home, they have this little $30, $80 router that's sitting on their table at home, and it works great. They come to work, and they see this expensive stuff up on the ceiling, and it doesn't work, and they don't understand. So all those complaints, they call IT, and then IT talks to you, and then you go back and talk to IT, and it's just this big vicious circle. So all these complaints, user demands on your network are going up every single day. And all of those demands create a tremendous amount of complexity on your network. You agree? And the more people you have on there, the more stuff they're using.
I just want to sell more beer. My IT guy told me I had to take this meeting. And so I'm listening. I don't know much about this, so if I ask stupid questions...
Oh, there are no stupid questions.
Okay. It's complex, obviously. I spent way too much. I just want to sell beer. I don't really want to have all this stuff.
Right, because you don't want to have to waste time understanding how it works. You just want it to work, right?
Right.
You just want to cut through that complexity. Let's just get rid of all these problems in general, and then just make it work.
So you can do that?
I can do that. So do me a favor real quick. Take a deep breath. Is that my phone? I'm really busy. Hang on. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, yep, sorry, let it out. I apologize. I got a phone call and I got distracted. But so that feeling you're feeling when I was being so rude and I forgot about you for a second. That when you're running out of air, right? You felt that strain and restriction on your lungs. It's kind of
when you're diving, running,
a little bit of panic, right? Yeah. So that's your body running out of air. That's exactly what's happening in the wireless world, right? So you have all these people, more and more people, more and more applications, increased complexity. All of that is creating lack of air, right, in the wireless world. The clients' devices, they need air to be able to communicate. The devices up on the ceiling, they need air to be able to communicate back to those clients, right? So let's get back to this number, 212 billion. So right now in today's world, it's estimated that there are 10 billion connected devices in the world at any given time. 10 billion devices connected
There are only 8 billion people.
Well, that's because, exactly, you're doing the math, right? So you have, it might have 5 people.
But the people in Africa don't have this shit.
That's because...
pardon my French.
Oh, that's okay. That wasn't French, but it's a universal language. Everybody has devices. Everybody has more than one device. It's actually 3.4 devices is the average that everybody has. I don't know how you have a 4/10 of a device. Maybe it's a broken iPhone. I'm not sure. But everybody has 3.4 devices. So that number adds up to 10.5 10 billion devices connected at any one given time. So what they're actually predicting in the Internet of Things, they're predicting that in a very short time, that number is going to grow to 212 billion. How long do you think it's going to take? I mean, that's
20 years?
very, very close. 20 years. 2010.
That's 40 years ago.
So exactly. So it's actually 2020. So I just wanted to throw you for a loop, see if you're paying attention, I want to see if you're still awake. 2020 is actually when that's going to happen.
That's not 20 years away.
No. 6 years.
That's not possible.
That's what's happening. Look, you have
Okay.
your doors.
So if I can get my beer sales to go that direction,
Wireless beer sales. Would that help your industry? People can just sit in their stadium, sit in their seats. They want to buy some beer. Like, just punch it up on their iPad.
so they don't have to stand in line and get.
They don't have to stand in line. They just order it. Miraculously appears in their hand. Beautiful thing.
Wirelessly
Wirelessly
beer?
delivers the beer to them.
You have a your roadmap?
I do. My personal, we can talk about that later. So, we talked about the complexity and all the air. Now let's talk about a little bit of what's behind that. What's been driving that? We'll draw a little axis here. The bottom axis represents time, and this top axis represents the degree of difficulty. So my niece is a gymnast, right? She does tumbling and everything. I'm not a gymnast. Right? I try to tumble, but I just roll. So everything in life has a degree of difficulty, and so does wireless. So what do you think some degrees of difficulty would be in your wireless?
You had all those people that come into my bar all the time.
Exactly, the number of people.
Well, if they just wanted to drink beer and didn't want to be on the network, it wouldn't be difficult.
People are just difficult.
The problem is they're young.
Yeah, young people, young, difficult people is what's causing the problems in life. So not really. But so you have the number of people, and all those people have all those devices. So you have the number of people and the number of devices, and the types of devices. Right? So that's one degree.
Why do they want a video in my bar? That really is weird when I see somebody on YouTube that they're sitting in my bar and
it's the video Twitter. You know, they just like everybody to know what's going on in their life.
I'm too old.
Aren't we all? So they have the types of devices, and then you have, like you just named it, Twitter, or I said Twitter, you said YouTube,
Video
all this stuff.
I don't even know what it is. My IT guy brings it up. It looks funny.
The actual applications that they're running on your network also affects that degree of difficulty. Are they doing YouTube? Are they just checking email? You know, are they streaming video? What are they doing? All that adds to a degree of complexity, degree of difficulty.
Well, so we bought some old schools, and my IT team is telling me that it's hard to provide. We have this little, it's the smallest bar in Portland as far as I know. It's when you put kids when they've been bad.
Jail.
No, in the school.
Juvie?
Detention?
Oh, detention.
The detention bar.
Yeah, the detention centers.
So it's a little tiny, but there's brick walls, and they say we have to put
exactly.
a thing in there. It's like, what? It doesn't look, you don't want to put a wireless thing in there.
Right. So the environment, in the industry we call that the RF environment, the radio frequency environment. How difficult is it for that RF to get into where you need it to go? Have you ever been on your cell phone?
Can we just turn it up?
We could. Have you ever been on your cell phone and just drop a call or something like that?
I've been on Verizon and AT&T, and both of them are equally interesting.
Have you ever been on somebody's wireless and have it just not connect right?
Only the hotel I don't stay at no more.
So you're walking through a hotel and it's good 1 minute, you turn a corner and all of a sudden it's no good. It went away. Right? It's that RF environment, the walls, whether they're brick or mortar or they're steel or whatever they are, all that adds to that degree of difficulty. You're so smart.
No, but I can lift heavy things, and they're mostly full of beer.
That's what's important in life. So back in 2000, wireless that's when it really became popular, you know, in general. And
that was when I married my third wife.
Very good. What is that? There's no.
Well,
was it wireless?
She had a lot of devices with her. She had all these. I think it was back in the early day, Apple or something came out with stuff. I didn't even know what the hell she was talking about.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what they came out with in 2000. I actually, in the year 2000, I thought I was the coolest cat in town because I had a wireless T1 in my house. I had a big old ugly dish antenna on top of my house, and I shot signal back to my neighbor, and we were sharing a T1.
So I was thinking about my third wife. So I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Well, that's okay.
I only have 5 minutes. I only have 5 minutes left. So.
Okay, yeah, so sorry. So back in 2000, wireless first got started, and then it kind of got a little bit more popular, and then it takes a spike, and then it brings us kind of to today, right? So we look at this, and what does this mean? So this is 2000.
So is that your revenue you're pointing? I mean, I see these graphs. That looks like my revenue graph.
I'm sorry for there's no intent on any similarity.
Okay, I just trying to figure out what you're showing me. Maybe that's your company's revenue graph.
So in 2003, wireless made a big step, and they actually came out with the 11G, right? The 11G gave everybody decent throughput, right? So instead of just having regular 11 wireless, now we have 11G. So we get 54 megabits per second. We get a little, quite a bit better, but there's only 3 channels. So it was really kind of a challenge. And then,
is that like TV channels?
Very similar, very similar. And we can get further deep into what
channels. That's the only thing I know about channels is TV.
After we get done, if you think this is something you're interested in, let's get one of your IT guys in here, and him and I will go deep into this, and then we can circle back around with you. We can go as deep as you want.
Sorry, I won't interrupt.
No problem. So in 2007, Wi-Fi standard increased even more and came out with 11N. So 11N, depending on the country, in our country, that gave us pretty much 11 channels. So it introduced really the use of the 5 gigahertz channel now. Over here, everybody was pretty much on 2.4. Now we have the 5 gigahertz channel. We have a lot more functionality out of it. We get a lot more users online, and it became a lot better. Now it's more prevalent inside everybody's offices now, more pervasively inside the enterprise world. Then in 2010, there was this big spike. What do you think? Do you remember what happened to any significant technology advancements in 2010 that you can think of?
One of my financial advisors asked me if I wanted to buy some Apple in 2009, and it spiked like crazy.
Did you buy it?
Yeah.
Ah, no, you lucked out.
Yeah, well, we opened on a couple of bars based on that. That was pretty
nice.
good.
Very nice.
And the iPad.
Exactly. In 2010, the iPad came out. Great product. Did wonders for our product line, everybody's product line.
Why was it good for yours?
Because now there's more people on the wireless. This degree of difficulty is going up. Number of people, number of applications, everybody has devices now.
So you only do wireless?
That's all we do is wireless. Have you ever noticed that iPads don't have any Ethernet connectors on them?
I kind of like that. We specialize in beer. You specialize in wireless. We should probably get along.
We should start a business together. Wireless beer. We'll talk. I told you we'd get back. We'll talk about that later. So now, last year, towards the end of last year, 2013, there was even further advancements with 11AC. The 11AC, we went from 54 connection here to 450 here, and now what do we got? What do you think we're at 11AC? 3 channels, 11 channels.
3 times as much. You do the math.
You're so close. 3 times as much bandwidth, but very, very few channels. So we can get 1.3 gig.
But if we have more stuff, why do we have less channels?
Well, because now we're not, here we're using 2.4 and 5.
I don't understand all that.
Right, yeah.
There's 3 and 11 and 2.
Exactly. 3, 11, and 2. Well, so what this means now is it's very difficult, unless you're Maru, it's very difficult to give somebody
So what does Maru have that's different here?
Well, I'll get to that. We still have, like another 5 minutes?
I got to call my secretary and tell her. Just give me another couple of minutes. I mean, it's really interesting. I don't understand half of it, but it's interesting.
So this is the enterprise world, right? That's pretty much what started Wi-Fi. So then, it didn't take long, and then hospitals, schools, everybody else, their degree of difficulty, they are so far ahead of this curve